Hello, hello. Hi, everybody. How's everybody doing? I just finished work. Actually, I'm on my lunchtime, but I figure I'll come over here and talk to you a little bit today because I have a message straight from the divine beings of light. If I seem a little glazy, it's because I was just meditating and I'm like really connected. I'm still kind of channeling. So, but I just needed to come and say that. Say hi, whomever you're there. Thank you so much for coming and staying here. Hello, hello, hello. So this message is about baggage. Hi, Tao. It's about baggage. I had this dream last night. I was kind of like going on a plane or needing to go on a plane, and I was like leaving, and then I didn't have my passport, and I didn't have this, and I didn't have that. And anyway, it was like this whole, different beings appeared to me. It was like this whole thing. And so I was doing my automatic writing today, and I was asking, hey, can you give me some clarity on this dream? And of course, yes, there was clarity. And they were like, first of all, you've been here before, which is true, because as soon as they said that, I remember that I had that dream before. I don't remember when, but I did. So I had that dream before of being in that same airport or terminal and being late or needing things in order to go on and move on. And the message that came through, which was very clear for me to share with you, is about three-dimensional baggage, right? So what is that? And so they brought to me the attention. I went to Romania several years back, and when I got there, they lost my luggage. And my luggage had like all of the important things, like, toothbrush and hairbrush and underwear and that stuff. And so I had to go the next day on my vacation to buy these essentials because I didn't have them. And then they didn't find my suitcase until 3 days before we were coming back. So I essentially went the entire vacation with just these little items that I had on my carry-on, plus the little things that I bought that I needed. And what they were showing me was, see how well you did with so few things, right? So like I had like this gigantic bag with like clothes and like shoes and whatever, how we pack. And I had to make do with whatever it was because I kept waiting for my bag and I didn't want to go spend more money. But anyway, it turned out to be perfectly perfect. And then it made me realize that on the next trip, I didn't really need to pack all of that because I really could do with so little, right? And so the message that was coming through is the baggage. What kind of baggage are you carrying on, and what kind of baggage are you holding on that's keeping you from making that next step in your life, in whatever it is, right? So you know how we say, well, I'm not ready for this yet, maybe when school ends, right? Like I'm saying, like my dream within school is starting after school ends, my teaching job, right? So like, why can't you start that now? What's holding you back? Why are you waiting for these things to stop or to come off before you can move on, right? What else is holding you back? What are you thinking in your life? What's holding you back and saying, is making you say, oh, I still need this in order to move on, right? I need my kids to finish school. I need to get married first, or I need the dog to be potty trained, or I need whatever it is that you're thinking that you need first in order to move forward. That is the baggage. That's the three-dimensional baggage that they're telling me right now. It's what's holding us back. It comes from fear. It is the fear base of, if I don't have this, then I cannot do that. And what happens when we sit there, when we hold on to this spot, right? When we hold on to the spot of saying, I cannot do that until, right? That until is ego-based on fear to keep us safe from getting hurt, from keeping us from moving on. And so a lot of our lives, we are spent waiting. We are waiting for things to happen, for things to be brought to us, for things to appear, for things to end. And then while we are waiting, life is passing us by, opportunity is passing us by, things are passing us by as this is happening, right? So we're holding on to this baggage. The baggage is our of our own making. We are making this, right? We are the ones making these excuses that the ego's giving us so that we can be safe, right? So for example, oh, I'm not going to go shopping for new clothes until I lose weight. Well, what's happening, right? In your mind, you are not feeling your fullest, happiest person that you could be, because you're looking at your clothes like, oh, I really do need more, but I don't really want to buy any that make me really feel good right now because I'm not at my ideal weight, as to give you an example, right? So I don't know, anything else, right? Like, I'm waiting for this in order to have what I really want, or in order to start my next thing, right? Maybe you want to write a book. Maybe I'm waiting for my child to go to school, and my child's still a toddler and is not in school, so I'm waiting for that. Yeah, that's very valid, right? Because I know how busy we moms are when we have little kids at home, and we are like, especially when we've been just home alone with them, right? Hi, Chanel. Hi, Leah. Thanks for being here. Yes. Hi, Anne. Thanks for being here. So these are the things that we tell each other, right? We tell each other, we have this, we have to wait for this in order for us to make our next step. And what my guys were saying is like, that's just your own baggage. You are creating those excuses. You are creating these barriers. No one else is doing that for you. You're doing it yourself. You are putting these things in front of you as these labels, saying, I'm not able to A until B happens, right? I'm not able to get there until I have done that. I'm not able to take the car and go for a drive until the weather's better, right? Whatever excuse, right? And I just said that because it sounds so silly, right? And that's what they're telling me. If you step back away from your things that you are making yourself stop before you move on, then you're going to like look at it from a different point of view and be like, that sounds really silly. I can't believe I said that, and I spent all these months without doing it, right? For example, I'm going to finish school. I know a lot of people who have gone to college and they have not finished because something happened, right? Life happens, and it stops us in our tracks, like COVID stopped everything last year, right? So life happens. So, okay, so then, I don't go back to school. I have a year, maybe 6 months to finish that career, but I'm not finishing. Why? Because I'm busy, because I have a child, because I have this, because I don't have a job yet. Whatever reasons they are, what they're saying is that those are all made up by yourself. Hi, Tracy, right? So those are all excuses that we give ourselves, and we give ourselves those excuses through our ego, because our ego is trying to keep us safe, right? And the ego is all fear-based. So you're saying, okay, I don't want to do that. I don't want to write my book yet because I don't have that English degree yet. I didn't finish it, right? But okay, I'm not going to finish that degree from the college that I only have 6 months left because I have a child to take care of right now, or my child is not out of school yet, or my child didn't finish high school yet. You see the point, right? We keep elongating and making the next step and the next step, and giving ourselves more time and more time and more time that we're going to do this thing that we really, really want for ourselves when this thing happens. And when does that thing happen? Our ego keeps telling us and giving us different ideas of why we should wait, right? I'm going to wait till the baby is no longer a baby, until the baby is a toddler, until the toddler goes to school, until the child becomes, goes to high school. When the kid gets off high school and goes to college, that's when I'll do it. How many years is that, right? How many years did you let life pass you by because you were giving so much of you to everybody else and not taking that time to do what you wanted, to invest in your soul, right? What did your soul want to do, right? Because your ego's the one that's telling you you can't do it yet because A, B, C, D, E. You can make the whole alphabet depending on how you operate and how many things you need in order to stop you from going and doing your things, right? So that's the baggage that my guys were telling me. And actually, I was in the middle of my automatic writing when they said, this is it. this is the baggage. This is what you need to talk about. You need to talk about this now. You need to stop your automatic writing and go on and tell your people, the people in your group, this right now, because it is so fresh in your in my consciousness, I suppose, right? So so I actually had to stop my automatic writing, which I was in the middle of, to come here and give you this message, which is very, very powerful, I feel. So they're also saying whatever it is that you have been thinking of wanting to do that will nourish your soul, this is the time to do it. They're giving you like the green light. They're giving me the green light actually, but they're telling me to relay this to you. They're giving us the green light to go on and to follow our dreams. And they're saying, leave your baggage behind, right? So all of those things, for those of you who came in late, I had this dream about, going to the airport and needing to go somewhere, but I kept forgetting things, right? So I kept like forgetting my suitcase or my pants or whatever it was. Not my pants that I was wearing, but like pants like on a suitcase. Or my passport, right? And see, this was my dream, and I was asking in awe in my automatic writing, my angelic automatic writing, which I actually have a workshop for that as well, for those of you who don't know, and that happens twice a month, every month, and we meet on Saturdays and we do automatic writing together, and it's very powerful. So if you're interested in that, I believe it's on my website. I hope it's on my website, and if it's not, I'll have to check after this and check. But anyway, they were telling me that my baggage, the baggage that I was waiting for in my dream, in order for me to be able to feel that I was okay to go on this airplane, that I was going to miss the plane because I didn't have X, Y, and Z, right? And they were saying, you can go on the plane and you don't need that baggage. That's just your baggage. Leave the baggage behind. You're not going to need it. Trust in yourself that you're ready to take that step and go on and do the things that you want to do. Take that trip that you want to do, right? Even if it's like a road trip right now. I know some of you in this group are doing that right now. Or start writing that book. Or go back to school and finish that degree that you started, years ago, and that you just left it and you only have like 6 months or a year in order for you to finish and get your degree, right? All of those things that we have put on hold because life happened to us, right? Life happened, and then what happened? We gave ourselves an excuse to stop following our dreams. We gave ourselves an excuse to be safe and keep ourselves small and continuing with the whole collectiveness of that's impossible, or it's not possible, or not yet, right? And how much longer are you going to be waiting for that not yet, right? So and I'm just sharing this like really straight from my heart because I had 2 dogs, right? So I just recently lost one, but the other one I lost before Peter was even born, so about 7 years ago. And I had this ideas of writing a book about her and the things that she did. And I wrote down like 11 different titles of different stories that I had with her. And I was like, oh, I need to write these children books. And they're like, they just came back to me this week as well when I was doing my automatic writing, like, what are you waiting for? They're still here. Those ideas are still there. They're still good. And people need to read these stories because they are so good and they teach so much. And the idea is still there, right? So they're also telling me this. So I am included. Obviously, these are my messages, but they're telling me to share it with you. I am included in this whole thing of, I guess, procrastinating and waiting for the right time for us to take that step and go on and move on and do the things that are really coming from the center of our heart and that are being guided by the divine, right? So the divine is giving you ideas because those ideas are worth something. And when you take that step and you go with the flow of those ideas that you are receiving from the divine, then everything starts to move quickly, right? And you're not having these ideas just because. If you have an idea of, oh, I want to do this, or maybe I can do that, or I should do this, not should, because should is a low frequency word, because it just makes you feel like you're not doing the right thing. But like, I could do that, or I would like to do this and that. Those ideas are coming from the divine. They're all divinely given to you because you actually can, right? So if you have an idea of I want to do this or that, or I want to finish that course that I started, or I want to I don't know, whatever it is that you want to do, then act on it, act upon it. The faster that you say yes to you, to your soul, to what your soul is telling you that you want to do, the sooner and faster that the universe is going to respond to you by giving you and showing you the next step and the next step and the next step. And they're also saying, don't worry about the how, because if you choose something, it will happen, and the how will work itself out miraculously. Miraculously, did I say that right? I don't even know. So your job is not to find the how you're going to get there. It is to make the decision that that's what you want and to take that first step in doing it. So, right? So I was also giving an example last time when I was selling my house a long time ago, and I wanted to do this quickly, and then I got a phone call from the inspector saying I had asbestos, and I was like, okay. And like a lot of people will be like really like stressed and like this a huge big deal, but I did that for like 5 minutes, and then I said, okay, what's the next step? I looked up, asbestos cleaners, made a phone call, made an appointment, and it was done within 48 hours. Like that, right? Why did that happen? Because I made the decision to, okay, what's next? I'm going to take care of it, right? And I didn't know how it was going to be taken care of. I didn't know how long it would take. I didn't know any of those things. I just did it, and then the universe started showing me the right company, the right number, the right everything that made things happen for me quickly. So take that first step. Take that next step. If you already took your first step in the direction that you wanted to go, take your next step and leave the. Did you see that? I just saw this like thing fly in the camera, but it actually wasn't. Okay, it was here, but I just didn't see it with my human eyes. I just saw it on the camera. That was super cool. Sorry. So what was I saying? Oh yeah. So take that next step of where you want to go, the next thing that you want to do, the next thing that you want to create. Take that next step and leave the how behind. Leave your baggage behind because you don't need it. You can do it with just the divine. Yeah, how awesome is that? Okay, that was such a great message. So I am so glad that I had this time to share this with you. I know I didn't tell anybody was coming through because I didn't know I was going to come on. But yeah, that was fantastic. It's just resonating so deeply within me. Let me know if you have any questions, if you have any comments. Just write them down and I will answer you. Let me know if you have any ideas on this, or if you want to know anything, just let me know. Okay. Also, don't forget Dream Weaving School. Early bird ends next Friday, so this from today is 10 days from today for the early bird, and then after that the price will go up. So if you want to get in on now, if you're getting that little inkling or a little thought about it, it's for a reason. So listen to your intuition if that's you. And you're having like that type of thought about it, find out more about it. Just send me a message or just book in a consultation. It's called, I think, a discovery call about Dream Weaving School. So you can call on that and see if it's a right fit for you and a right fit for me, because we have to be aligned for this, right? I'm not just taking anybody. I need to make sure that this is the right thing for you as well. All right, my loves, I love seeing you. Thank you for being here, all of you who are able to be here. I love you so much. Sending you love, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.